I'm a spokesperson for heaven. I've been there. And then they all say the same thing. They don't say, you're a liar, you're a false prophet. They don't say that. They go, what was it like? What was it like? Is it beautiful? Is it amazing? Is it real? Is God real?
So Kat, those of you who don't know, the Lord's been taking her to heaven for several years and showing her things and bringing her back and allowing her to share with us. So let's just welcome Kat Kerr.
So I want to encourage you to understand that your family still loves you. No one has forgotten you. They're making plans for you. In this little vapor of time that we're in right now on this earth, use it powerfully to love, to forgive, and to be willing and obedient. I understand John, his last message, love one another. That should be the thing we do the most. Amen. Don't forget to love. If you get a choice, forgive people who are bashing you. When you do that, it really does wound the demons. And it is our time to torment the demons. Say, it's our honor and privilege to torment the demons. And then they gave me their daughter's phone number. He and his sister were really close together. And so I called and just spoke to her for a few minutes. And then about, I don't know, it was probably about a year later, she called me. She goes, today is my birthday, my 30th birthday. And I just wanted to know, does my brother even remember me? Does he still think about me? Because we had planned a big celebration on this day. We didn't know he'd go home. So while she's on the phone to me, God called me up to heaven. And I saw her brother standing at a portal. This is going to sound wild, but it doesn't matter. He was throwing Cheetos at her from the portal. And he was singing the worst rendition of Happy Birthday I've ever heard. And this is a guy who was singing for a living, right? Like, man, that's awful. That's awful. And then God sends me back. And she's still going on the phone. I said, wait a minute, wait. I got to tell you. Hey, I don't know what you're going to think about this, but I got to tell you what I just saw in heaven. I saw your brother, and he was throwing Cheetos over the portal at you. And she starts to yell and scream. She goes, that's Ron. That's still my brother. That's still him. She said he would have run by, what do you want, Cheeto throwing, whatever. She had her fro too. So she said his greatest thing to do was run through the room and throw as many Cheetos in her fro that would stick there. And she said he did it all the time, and I was so irritated, but now it's the most precious thing in the world that you told me that, because I know he didn't forget me. This was on her birthday, remember? And I said, I don't know how to tell you this, but he sounded the worst I have ever heard. For someone who's anointed to sing, she said, was it the worst happy birthday you ever heard in your life? I went, yeah. She said, he did that every year too. So she was so blessed to find out that he had not changed. He still remembered her. He was still himself. And she was so blessed by that. Heaven's army was designed, created, and made, every one of them, unique and different, but they are fierce. They have one job. The ones under Gabriel have many different jobs, many different positions to do many different things. But Michael is over one specific part, and that is the army. They have a headquarters, they have barracks, they have training fields, they're all in the sky of heaven. Ran maneuvers for ages. In the past, Jesus would go send Michael to gather the army from the far ends of heaven to fight on behalf of Israel. People say amen. It's in the Bible, go read it. Now, people who like pink hair, they think it's amazing, so the world must be passing their test. Because they all love it. That's amazing. You look amazing. What do? I'm a spokesperson for heaven. I've been there. And then they all say the same thing. They don't say, you're a liar, you're a false prophet. They go, what was it like? What was it like? Is it beautiful? Is it amazing? Is it real? Is God real? Is there a God? And you go, oh, yes, there is a God. And you lived inside of him before you came here. Okay, that makes him interested, not bashing. Amen? Try that next time. You did live in him. Stones of fire. I found in one translation said that they were flaming stones that Satan left on some other planet. That was in the Bible. And I already knew what they were, so God made me look up like 29 different translations to go see what they say it is. I'm like, they missed that one. No, they didn't ever belong to Lucifer, okay? They were inside God, or he burns with this fire for you. Under the water, they burn in the river of life that's in him. The river flows out of him. The gemstones flow out of him. Even the steps of the throne room have gemstones. They flow out of heaven and become the crystal sea. It's called the crystal sea because there's gemstones in it, not sand. That's why it's called crystal. Faceted gemstones. They're all over heaven. They all come from one place, from the Father. And the fire would burn inside of him, and Lucifer would step in, and there's this holy mountain inside God. Say, God is not a man. He doesn't look the same inside that we do. But we lived there. That's why we like sparkly things. Way back in our spirit man. We remember that. We remember that. There's something that connects when we look at something that's brilliant and beautiful. Gemstones represent the love of God. His love, his revelation upon this rock. I know he said Peter was a rock. When God says rock in the Bible, he's talking about a gemstone. You know that white rock or stone you're going to get when you go home to heaven, and there's a name on it that only he and you know? It's a white diamond. It's not a river rock. Every syllabus I ever saw showed a river rock when it talked about that stone. So inside is eternity. You never see the end. There's no end inside of him. No end. And we ran up and down this mountain, and we slid down the river of life and would jump on the stones of fire through the flames. We lived in those flames. You're about to get baptized with them.